Hello everyone. Welcome to our special episode of GST under notices and litigation. And our speaker would be Mr. C.A. Sachin Jain, who is a renowned GST expert. We should listen to him carefully for his valuable insights on GST and its notices. So, welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, I would like to ask, what are these type of notices which are being issued by the department? GST notices, what type of notices these are?
As we know that this GST is a world of notices, okay?
Yes.
Nowadays, everyone is receiving the notices. So we'll just try to categorize the notices, various type of notices which is there under GST. First, which is very common, we can say, that is scrutiny related notices. If there will be a reconciliation related differences, if there will be a turnover related differences, then department is going to select your case for the scrutiny and notice will be there. The scope will be very limited in case of scrutiny. Second type of notice, which is assessment. Like if you have taken the GST registration and not filing the returns regularly, departmental authority may go for the assessment. If you are unregistered but departmental authority has found that your turnover crosses the specific limit but you have not taken the GST registration, then departmental authority may go for the assessment. There may be chances you have taken the GST registration, you are filing the regular return, but suppose my sales is 75 lakh rupees and I have reported only 50 lakh rupees, then departmental authority go for the assessment. There may be chances departmental authority may go for audit of your case. In case of audit, they are supposed to take your complete books of accounts, take the complete documentation, records, and verify the same with the liability. The audit may be for 1 year, maybe for multiple financial years for the taxpayer. So these are the basic and main reasons for the notices under GST. If there will be a difference between your e-way bill data, departmental authority may come for the notices. So as there are a lot of reasons, but basic and main category is due to scrutiny, due to assessment, due to audit, and due to e-way bill related issues.
Okay, so these are the categories of the notices which are issued under GST. But sir, can you just tell us or highlight some of the points or reasons behind issuance of these notices by the GST department, which are in high volume nowadays?
Yes, exactly. Because reason is very important for us. Because when we'll know the reason, then only we will be in a situation to treat the problem. Okay.
Right, sir.
So when we are getting the notice, first we need to identify what is the reason of that notice. Okay. We can say there may be chances due to reconciliation differences while filing the return. There may be chances that there is difference between your 3B and 1, 2B and 3B. So departmental authority may issue the notice. There may be chances that there is a difference on account of value of supply, place of supply, time of supply, and departmental authority may issue the notice. There may be chances that your purchase has some issues. You have bought some goods, but your supplier has some issues with GSTN. So this will also create some reasons for the notices. So when we are receiving the notice, we also need to identify what is the reason for which the notice has been issued. And I have given you an idea that these are the basic reasons.
Okay, so like when a notice is being received or when it is being issued by the department, so like a normal person like us, they may not be knowing the law related ideas. So how we will read such notices, or what are the how can a taxpayer read such notices easily?
Yes, this is the must skill which should be there with everyone, whether you are a taxpayer, whether you are a tax professional or tax practitioner. Okay, the point is that whenever we are getting a notice, we'll just try to prepare the reply submission in front of departmental authority.
Yes.
Although first we need to check whether the notice is a valid notice or not, whether the notice has been issued by the proper authority or not. We also need to check under which section the notice has been issued, because when we'll identify the section, then only we can easily identify the reason of the notice.
Okay.
We also need to check whether the notice is within the timeline or not, because 30 to 40% time will found that the notice is time barred, or the notice has been issued by the authority who has no power to issue the notice. So we also need to check whether the valid DIN number is available on the notice or not. Many times departmental authority is going to provide the complete calculation. So we also need to check whether the calculation which has been provided in the notice is perfect or not. Because when we'll check these type of things, then only we can prepare a proper reply, we can present in front of departmental authority.
Oh, so basically, your first step should be to check that the notice is a valid notice or not. Then we should take the steps
Yes.
forward. So, like, there may be one notice we issued, there may be multiple notices which have been issued to the taxpayers. So, how can one manage like multiple notices very smoothly, or how can one track these notices and then make a reply?
Yes, this is the most essential thing which should be there with the tax professional or tax practitioner, because as a professional or tax practitioner, there may be chances I have multiple clients.
Right.
And as GST is a world of litigations or world of notices, so for multiple clients, multiple notices can be issued. So how we can know that there is a notice on GST and common portal or not, that is a biggest question.
Okay.
So for that purpose, we need to train our client, because this is not possible for any tax professional or tax practitioner to check the GST and common portal regularly for the client. Okay.
Right.
Because we have a limited time to provide the response, like 30 days. Otherwise, departmental authorities go for the proceeding, okay, under section 73 or 74. So what we need to do, we just need to train our client to check the GST and common portal regularly, to check the mail ID regularly. If any correspondence has been sent by the departmental authority, then the same should be communicated to the tax professional. So this responsibility we should assign to our client. That is the first thing. Multiple softwares are also available in the market. They can track and trace the notices which is there on GST and common portal. So we can go with that option. But the must thing which we need to keep in our mind, that we should train our client, because at the end, every detail has been received by our client only. Right. So we should train our client.
So both of them have separate responsibilities, the taxpayer as well as the tax professional. So to manage these smoothly, both of them have to play their responsible roles.
Yes.
So like we have talked on a lot, the notices being received, what are the types of notices, but sir, there may be the areas, or there may be the points which you can guide us, so we can help, we can have, or we can prevent such notices which are being received.
Yes, exactly. This is also a very important point which we need to focus on, that is preventing of the notices, or I can say prevention of notice is not possible, but management of notice is possible. How we can manage? So when we are getting any notices, the reason being due to reconciliation differences, due to time of supply, due to value of supply, due to place of supply, or due to some other provisions. So while filing the return, what we can do, just ensure that whatever sales you have reported in your GSTR 1, the same should be there in your GSTR 3B. You should claim your input tax credit as per GSTR 3B or 2B only in your GSTR 3B. You also need to pay the reverse charge mechanism related liability as per your GSTR 2B. You also need to check that all the liabilities which is there in your financial statement, like the liability to pay the GST on your other income, so you should ensure that the GST has been paid. If there will be expenditure, we just need to ensure that RCM has been paid if applicable, or ITC has been claimed properly. We also need to check the purchase should be genuine. We also need to check that our supplier should be genuine, so that departmental authority or system can track and trace your compliances very perfectly, very smoothly, and there will be a very less chances for selection of your case under scrutiny or audit. So these are the things so that we can manage our litigations or notices.
So for notice is the first step. We go forward with scrutiny and audit also.
Yes, exactly. Departmental authority is going to issue you the intimation. Then after the proceedings related to scrutiny, assessment and audit is going on. But yes, this is the part of your litigation, we can say.
Okay. So like we have seen, we have, or you have guided us with the points which help us to prevent notices, or we can manage them smoothly. But how do we present ourselves in front of the GST authorities in the when we go for a litigation or something like that?
Yes, this is also a very special thing, I can say, because we have very sound knowledge about the law, about the provisions. We can draft in a very well manner. But when we are presenting in front of departmental authority, our presentation skills plays a very important role.
Yes.
Because there is one very famous quotation that your first impression will be your last impression.
Right.
So we should keep this point in our mind whenever we are presenting in front of departmental authority. We should with full of confidence. Confidence is a very essential thing. Second thing, our attire should be professional. Also, we need to keep in our mind when we are going for a discussion with the departmental authority, our discussion should be based on law. When departmental authority is going to ask anything related to our reply, we should provide our reply with reference to the section of law, and also we need to include some case studies so that departmental authority can create a view that this person has sufficient amount of knowledge, and this will create the proper ground for your reply. So this is the most essential thing from the presentation and also from the preparation of grounds regarding our reply.
Can you highlight some of your essential points which you think everyone should know about these GST notices?
Yes, one point I especially suggest everyone, that is whenever we are submitting a single documentation with the departmental authority regarding the proceeding, we should take the acknowledgement. Many times due to relationship, due to licensing, we are not supposed to take the acknowledgement, and due to that, suppose if there will be litigation and we need to file a appeal in front of appellant tribunal, appellant authority, or in front of High Court of Supreme Court, your base reply plays a very important role, and we should have the acknowledgement of the reply which we have submitted in front of departmental authority. Second point, whenever a jurisdictional officer is going to issue the notice, one thought process is there in our mind that this is our jurisdictional officer, we can prepare a short reply or basic reply. But I suggest we should include each and every point in that reply, because that reply will plays a very important role. That will be your base reply, and it will be useful in front of any higher authority. Third point, when we are preparing the reply, we should take care if we are taking the reference of any section or case study, then we should not cut, copy and paste the complete section or case study. We just need to take the relevant extract and provide the relevant extract only, and with that we need to include the explanation with the section and the case study, because we know there may be chances of multiple interpretation for a single section. So we just need to include our interpretation so that we can argue accordingly. Also, we should try that our reconciliation should be very much perfect while filing the returns or handling the compliances, whether it is your annual return or reconciliation statement, that should be with reference to law. We should not treat these things like a format only. We should feed the data as per the law only. So these are the points we need to keep in our mind to manage the litigations and to present in a very well manner.
Great. So these are some of the very important points we should know. And sir, for every notice there is a different timeline for filing.
Yes. Based on sections, it differ. Okay, if there will be a order, in that case we have 3-month time to file any appeal.
Okay.
If the scrutiny related notice has been issued, then 30 days we have to provide our reply. So different timelines.
So the timeline must be mentioned in the notices. Yes. Or the mails which are being given.
Yes, definitely. One more point, that whenever we are submitting any reply, we just need to ensure we need to write one line before passing any order. Just provide us the opportunity of personal hearing, so that we can present in front of departmental authority and we can explain the things in a very well manner.
Right. So please note whatever the points he has mentioned, and I think very minute things have been mentioned by him. So we need to note down this, and I think this will be very helpful for all the listeners. With this, we wind up here. Thank you, CA sir.
Thank you
for sharing your practical and valuable insights of GST under notices under GST and litigation, and we'll come up with more knowledgeable sessions. Thank you.
Thank you.